I got a good story about when I saw Rage Against the Machine, actually. There's got lots of little stories. So it was like 2009, right? They reformed. At this point, I was obsessed with Rage Against the Machine, so I was like, fucking, I'm going to go and see them wherever they're playing. And they were playing in Tea in the Park, which is like the Scottish festival. They got cancelled because, like, Scottish people get really fucking leery in festivals. They had to cancel it because it was too mad. But back then it was still on, so I was going to go. I was meant to go with one of my best mates at the time, but he decided to get into a wrestling match with a professional MMA fighter the week before when he was drunk, and the MMA fighter broke his arm, so he couldn't come. So I went all the way to Scotland by myself from Wales. Keep in mind I was just a teenager at this time. Got on a bus, 7 hours, but I was like, fuck it, I'm going to go. I also used to drink a lot during this time, so I decided to bring a tent with me that looked like a cow, because I was like, if I get really drunk, I'm not going to find my tent by myself. I've got no mates with me, but I will find a cow-shaped tent. So I bought a cow-shaped tent. So I'm in Scotland at Tea in the Park completely by myself. So I decided to get like really, really twat-faced, because at the time I was like an awkward, socially awkward teenager that couldn't even hold a conversation with a spoon, let alone a human being. So I decided to get twat-faced. And then I went and saw The Prodigy while Keith Flint was still alive. God rest his soul. They were awesome. And then I got right to the front because I was well determined to Rage Against the Machine. And as I was waiting for them, this big fucker crowd surfs over my head. Like, big guy, boots me in the face on the way down as he's being grabbed by security. And who even crowd surfs before a show starts, man? That's like premature crowd jaculating. But kicks me in the face and my lip like burst open like a balloon. And I was wearing a white t-shirt, so my t-shirt got sprayed in blood. But like before I was able to like take in what had just happened, fucking Tom Morello's guitar starts playing, Rage Against the Machine come out. And like there's a moment where I look down at myself covered in blood and I'm like, yes, this was meant. Like for some reason, drunk teenage me found it very fitting that I was covered in my own blood listening to Rage Against the Machine for the first time live. It was brilliant. Anyway, that was fucking great show. Loved it. And then I was really, really, really drunk going back, and I was like, all right, thank God that I bought a tent shaped like a cow, because this is going to be a breeze. So I like stumble back, and sure enough, I see this fucking cow. So I'm like, I'm going to get into that cow. Climbed into it, got in, fell asleep, very drunk, woke up, like, hey, who the fuck are you? I'm like, what? Who the fuck are you? What are you doing, my fucking... I woke up and this Scottish man is like, big Scottish guy is looming over me, and then I look around me and there's loads of packs of Doritos, and I don't know why there are packs of Doritos. I don't remember eating Doritos. Turns out, man, another guy had exactly the same idea as me, and about can't be more than 20 meters from my cow-shaped tent, another guy had bought a cow-shaped tent, and and I'd got into his, so I just woke up in a tent that wasn't my own, got up, apologised, explained what had happened, and then stumbled back to my cow-shaped tent, and that was the time that I saw Rage Against the Machine. Fucking sick.